In this video, you will be learning about some programming examples in SIC. Some examples are related to data movement, arithmetic operation, looping and indexing. Those examples we will be learning in this video. So data movement is like storing some value to an accumulator and copying the value from accumulator to some other memory location. It can take either the memory location or the registers it can take for this data movement. So in this example, first line, LDA 5. This LDA 5, it means that LDA is the load accumulator. 5 is something that is declared here as integer 5. That is, it is declared as a one word constant. So if we say LDA 5 means to the accumulator you will be loading the value 5. Okay, to the accumulator you will be loading the value 5. Then next statement, STA alpha. It means that alpha is a variable or some memory location which is reserved for storing a one word variable. So one word variable means here 1 is mentioned, therefore it is called as one word variable, which means it can store 3 bytes of information. So STA alpha means to this memory location alpha what value will be stored? 5 will be stored. Why? Because currently A is having, accumulator is still having the value as 5. The STA will be like from the accumulator to some memory location, target memory location, and LDA is like from some memory location or register, it will be loading the value to the accumulator. Similar is the case with the LDCH and SDCH statement. In case of LDCH, it means that LDCH carry Z, which means that carry Z will be having some character value which will be loaded to the accumulator. So when you see here carry Z, it is declared as a 1 byte constant storing the value is Z. So in order to load a value is Z, 1 byte constant, you need to use the directive byte, and a character C variable will be used to represent that character. So these alpha 5 carry Z, they indicate the address labels. Similarly in SDCH C1 means something is there, some character value is there in the accumulator which need to be loaded to C1. So C1 is declared as it is reserved for storing a 1 byte variable. So currently A is having letter Z, so that value can be stored into the C1 memory location. Okay, so this column, it indicates the address labels, and this indicates the directives that is used for defining the storage, and size of the values that is used for defining the address labels are given in the third column. Okay, this is related to movement of data from the accumulator to some memory location. The next example is like performing the arithmetic operations. How a program can be written to perform arithmetic operation. So LDA, what is the meaning of that? Load accumulator alpha. What does that mean? Some value is stored in alpha which need to be loaded to accumulator. So alpha, it is reserved reserve word for one word. So it is reserved for one word. And then add INCR. So alpha will be reserved for storing one word. Then add INCR means some value that is stored in alpha will be loaded in accumulator. You add INCR, increment the value of accumulator. So accumulator will be incremented by the value that is INCR. Accumulator value will be added with this INCR. Then sub 1, which means 1 is also, it is defined as a one word constant variable. So accumulator value will be added with INCR and then it is subtracted by 1. Okay. So INCR also, it is reserved for storing one word. It is reserved for storing one word. And then store the result to the beta memory location. So beta will be some address label which is reserved for storing one word of information. The accumulator will be having some result of performing this operation, and that need to be stored in beta. Then LDA gamma. Again LDA, what does that mean? Load the value to the accumulator. So gamma is reserved for one word information, and that value will be loaded to accumulator. Again add INCR. So this also some value will be there in the accumulator. It performs what? Addition operation. Addition with which address label INCR value it will be used, and then subtract using 1. Store the accumulator value to delta. So this program is used to perform this operation. Beta is equal to alpha plus INCR minus 1 and delta is equal to gamma plus INCR minus 1. Okay, so in this case, during the runtime, you will be initializing some values to this alpha and INCR. Okay, some value will be initialized which will be loaded to the accumulator and performs the rest of the operation as given. So this is a case with arithmetic operations. And next is a case with looping and indexing operations. So in this case, we will be making use of a X register. Index register will be set to 0. Then label will be defined move ch. What does that label indicates? That is, you will be asked to execute some sequence of instruction. So a name is given for that sequence of instruction. Load character first string to the index register. Okay. Load character str1 comma x, which means that some value is stored in str1 which need to be loaded to accumulator. And then store ch str2 comma x, which means you need to copy the value from accumulator to str2. So str1 is having a string named as test string which will be copied to accumulator. Then later from the accumulator it need to copy it to or store it to str2. So str2 need to be reserved for 11, storing 11 bytes. Why? It need to occupy this much string. Three characters it need to occupy. So str2 will be reserved for storing 11 bytes. Okay, then tix 11. So in this case it will be doing an addition operation to the index register and compares that with 11. So 11 and 0 is already here, it is declared as a word constant value 0 and 11. Okay, tix means it increments the X register value and compares the result with this 11. Then it performs the jump statement, that is jump if it is less than. That is after comparing, if the result is less than 11 means it need to jump to move ch. Okay, for tix means it will be adding the index register by 1 and then compares the result with the operand, that is here it is 11. And the next statement is jump jlt, which is the jump instruction. Jump instruction, what it does, it compares the result of the previous executed statement. If the jump in what it checks, less than 11 ആണ് checking. Previous site execute ചെയ്തതിൽ obtained the result. If it is less than 11, then it jumps to the target variable, that is move ch. Okay, so this is how a looping and indexing operation will be performed. So in this case, in order to copy the string test string from str1 to str2 character by character, these operations will be performed. Thank you.